Alexander here with Patrick Isley, our stats man. Welcome to a very cold night here in Eagan, Minnesota, as we get ready to have a match here against our hometown Eagan Wildcats and a rival I don't think they've played in 10 years, the Blaine Bengals.
Yep, I went back 5 years, couldn't find anything on them. And yeah.
Eagan's going to be wearing their home gray with blue and green trim, and the Bengals came tonight with the dark navy blue and the baby blue trim on there. So a lot of blue on the ice tonight. Patrick, again, we have not played a northern suburban team in quite a while. There should be an interesting matchup and game here.
Yeah, it should be fun. Blaine's got a nice record coming in at, let me see if I can read my own handwriting. Coming in at 10-5-1 overall, 4-2 in the conference. So yeah, nice record. Should be a nice matchup. Eagan's coming out of a Woo tournament over the holidays. I know they won their last game against Hibbing Chisholm, and the Bengals, I believe, are coming off of they won 7-1 over Minneapolis. Well, New Year's Eve, I should say.
Starting lineup for the Blaine Bengals. In goal, it's going to be Amanda Larson. Isabella Brady, number 2, is going to take a defense, along with defensive partner number 22, Kayla Schaefer. Johnson, Knowles, and Costa round out for the Blaine Bengals. Puck drops, here we go. Eagan's going to dump this one in. Blaine picks it off and heads out the other direction. Blaine comes in 3-on-1. Pass just hits the tip of his stick, breaking it up, or that could have been disastrous there to start off in the first 30 seconds. Eagan comes back the other way. Robbins gets picked off, a little stick check there by Blaine. That shot cannot make it all the way through. Blaine trying to get it out. Held in by Eagan at the blue line, but Blaine still makes it out to neutral. Good back check there by number 22 for Eagan. Little lofted shot by Blaine, and Eagan pops this one back out. Going back the other way, Eagan getting caught on a change here as Blaine comes back here with numbers. Again, nice little butterfly, just puts it right in there on Whitehead. Eagan trying to get it out, and does. Wedward can't keep a handle on it and goes back into the Eagan zone. A lot of back and forth here within the first 2 minutes. Blaine happy just to play this one in and give chase. That caroms all the way around from far side through near side. Just makes it across the blue line. Blaine tags up, and they're going to follow that shot in. Bogachin chips up. Blaine holding the blue. Nice little dipsy-do move up and over, and that shot saved by Whitehead. Got a little break in the action here at 15:22 left in the first. Blaine already up 4 shots to Eagan's none. A lot of neutral ice to Eagan end here, Patrick, to start the game.
Yeah, I'm noticing that Blaine's a big team. Already noticing a lot of team speed too.
Very much so. Could be that navy blue just really makes you look bigger than you are, and maybe that's the intimidation factor.
Well, they were intimidating me.
There you go.
There you are.
I always say it's the teams that wear the black uniforms always look bigger than
that's true.
You know,
that's
so
a good point.
Maybe it's a color thing.
Could be that. Could be that.
My wife will probably say, "No, dummy, that has nothing to do with it."
Oh, she'll be much nicer about it than that.
She would. She would. I'm very fortunate.
Yes, you are.
Eagan just chips this one out, giving chase there. That's number 2. Kelsey Umlin, sophomore forward. Puck comes to near side. Cron is there along with Umlin, held in also by Murray. Umlin near side. Not a lot of movement there, but that puck goes back into the near side corner. Number 19, that's Allie Schwark. She's trying to help out Umlin. Umlin can't get a handle on it, and Blaine puts this one out. Off the tip of his stick here. Lawrence is going to put that one back in. Blaine gets a quick change, as well as Eagan goes off for a quick change. Transition here picked off by Hootmaker. Gives it back to Murray. Captain to captain on that one. Murray gets it up to Robbins. Robin tips in. Blaine carries this one. Tries to bring it around to the far side corner. That one gets picked off. Battling in the corner there. Puck dribbles out there, and Blaine's going to carry this one up. Again, just put right back in there by Eagan. Icing's waved off. Blaine plays that one to the far side. Can't quite, just crossing the blue line. Robbins is there to help bring it back in. She brings it in on sides. Leaves it, shot picked off by Blaine. Hootmaker doing her job to battle in the corner. Her teammate trying to help her out. A couple of Blaine jerseys there, trying to dig it out. Not much movement there. Refs telling them to move along, and they do. Hoopmaker gets back to defense. It gets over to number 18, Berg. She just luckily puts that one back deep into the zone. A lot of physical play here to start within the first 4 minutes of the game. Blaine's going to come back on this one. 1-0. Can't get a shot off before that one's picked off by Pogachnik. Pogachnik just easily puts that one. I think we're going to have icing on this one here, yep. Patrick. And we do. We'll bring this one all the way back. Stoppage of play, 12:33 left in the first period. Shots total right now, Blaine Bengals 4, Eagan Wildcats nothing.
Serious pace of this game, though. A lot of speed so far.
Very much so on both sides. Face off to the right side of Whitehead. Neutral win, but Eagan comes out with it. Yep, that's going to be another icing. A little bit too much pepper on that one. We're going to bring this one back. We'll try it again. Good crowd for a Friday night.
Yeah.
It's cold outside for those of you who are outstate. Even colder up north, but those of you maybe watching in the Florida regions, Arizona regions, it's currently 10 degrees in Eagan. Wind chill makes it feel like minus 15. That's
brisk.
Cold.
It's brisk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Arizona weather, I think that kind of equates to like 50 degrees. It's like end of the world.
They wear a jacket
yes.
in Arizona.
Start stocking up on canned goods. It's going to dip below
the end of the
60.
world. Play here in the near side corner for the Eagan zone. Aiden Olsen, nice little dipsy-do move there. She's going to head girl past this one. Barry tips it in, goes to the far side corner. Blaine wants to get this one out. Tries to head girl pass, but it's picked off by Barry. Can't quite make a full centering pass. Ooh, Blaine lost a handle on that one. Quick shot by Wedward. Oh, nice glove save there by Larson, but Wedward in the right place at the right time.
Good alert play there.
Fantastic. Nice hard power turn for a quick shot. Tabitha Granis is going to take this one. She's out there with Wedward and with number 8, Caitlin Berry. Murray and Hayden Olsen out there for defense, holding that blue line. Murray puts this one back in, loses an edge to her skate. Wedward's there to help her out. It is offsides. They're going to have to call this one. And here comes Blaine coming back the other way. It's 2-on-2 with 2 back checkers. Nice poke check there by Eagan to send this one back in the other direction. Good physical play in the near side corner here, the Blaine zone. Puck just kept in there by Cron. Blaine, good physical play, and that puck just crosses the blue line. Holding it there is Barry. Nice move by Blaine, but then this is played back to neutral. Being carried in by number 23 for Blaine. It's just offsides here. They're going to call her on that one. We'll have a face-off. 10:50 left here to play in the first period. Good fast play, not a lot of whistles here tonight. Good physical play, but it is clean hockey thus far. Little bank pass up there to number 25, Mackenzie Danich. She's followed up there by her line mate Cron, but this is going to come all the way back into the Eagan zone. Greta Berg tries to get it to her defensive partner. Blaine does pick it off. Good stick handling moves by Blaine, but just lost the handle. And this gets out to neutral. But again, Blaine able to pick it off, comes back in with numbers. Can't center, goes off a shin guard there, Berg. Dangerous play here, just out in front. Danis tries to get it out, can't do it. Blaine holds the zone, puts this one back in. Berg's going to come around. Number 27, Britta Anderson, also helping her out. Plays this back. Oh, right out to the point. Shot.
Ooh, nice save.
That was a really good save.
Yeah.
The bounce, though, off the pads, Patrick, just went over the stick of a Blaine player that could have had a decent shot for a rebound there.
Yeah, awful lot of pressure early by Blaine. Like to see Eagan kind of get their legs. This reminds me of the South game, Lakeville South game a couple weeks ago, where it just seemed like took a half a period or so for Eagan to find their game, and I'm kind of hoping to get to that soon.
Face off one by Blaine. Can't quite make it through all that traffic for the shot. Blaine trying to get something started here in the Eagan zone. Nice, strong pinch there by that defense for Blaine.
There's a nice stick handle in there.
Movement, puck just not able to make it through all this traffic here tonight. Able to chip it out. Robbins there with the Blaine player. Quick power turn, goes back to the far side. And that's going to be out of play into the Blaine zone, the Blaine bench. We'll have a stoppage of play here. We'll bring this into the face-off to the left side of Larson. That number 1 for Blaine. Amanda Larson seems to have pulled the start tonight. Normally, they're Caden Larson, no relation, I understand, as I was talking to a team manager from Blaine before the game here, Patrick. Both, they kind of get even playing time, but with that, again, no relation. But number 33, Larson, a .951 save percentage.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
That's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, I was looking at the stats this afternoon, and to see that number, that just, certain things jump out, and to see that high of a percentage for a goalie,
yep,
that's really saying something. It looks like we have an early penalty on Eagan. I believe it was a trip back in the Blaine end of things.
It's number 14. Robbins is going to go off. I think we'll see here. I'll go for a trip. We got a power play here for Blaine at 8:51 remaining. Face-off's going to be to the left of Whitehead.
Minor penalty has been assessed against Eagan's Reagan Robbins. 2 minutes for tripping.
Yep, you're right, Patrick. 2 minutes tripping.
In the first period.
Blaine trying to set up. Running most of the girls down low here.
Got somebody sneaking around backside of that net.
Yep, they're playing real low. You got a girl out front with nobody on her, though. And diffusing some of that pressure right there. That's Barry, number 8. Just gets it out of the zone. Giving chase, there's Wedward. Trying to keep Blaine honest there. Not letting him have an easy out, but Blaine does come back. 4-on-2 with the back checker. He's going to put the brakes on. Trying to set up play here. Caught in some skates. Oh my gracious, that just skittered across the crease.
Luckily nobody there in the back door.
Blaine's going to try to set up. Number 2 for Blaine, that's Isabella Brady. She's a commit to St. Kate's for next year. Also a captain for them. Able to hold the zone there. Again was Brady. Looking, quick shot, nice stop there by Barry. Sacrificing her shins on that one. Saucer pass over back to the point. Ooh, that's also block. A nice stop there by Murray. She felt that one.
Yeah, she did.
Got that one in the breadbasket. She's going off. Did her job, stopped, put that one out.
Yep.
Got 31 seconds here left in the penalty to Robbins. We're deep into the Blaine zone. Blaine's got a full head of steam on this one. She's number 8 for Blaine's going to be carrying that one in. Number 8 for Blaine is Abby Costa. Started tonight for Blaine on their power play unit here. Nice quick shot, hits them. Oh, that's a goal.
Boy. Just couldn't corral
that was the initial. I couldn't even see it fast enough.
Yeah.
As Whitehead had the initial stop, hit her right in the chest. Girl right there in the back door.
Dropped to the other side, looked like, and just scooped it in. That was, yeah.
I believe the penalty had just expired, though, so it's not a power play. That's even person goal here. 6:55 left here in the first period. We'll see who they chalk this goal up to. Again, we couldn't see it from here as a lot of congestion in front of that net. And Whitehead had made the initial stop, but that just went to the back door there.
Yep. Not a lot she could do there.
Let's see how Eagan responds to this one.
Scoring for the Bengals was number 16, Maya Gunter. Assisted by number 9, Taylor Olson, and number 8, Abigail Costa.
Maya Gunter, number 16, scores that one. She puts it on the score sheet for the Blaine Bengals, puts her team up by 1 here in the first period. Eagan hasn't lost a step, though, even though they're down by 1. That's number 22, Chloe Stokes. Trying to forecheck. Bogachinik looking. Gets it back over to Murray. Murray feeds this one up. That's to Granis. Granis carries it in. She's ridden off there. Oh, nice coming in. Oh, my gracious!
That's
5-hole goal right there. Eagan Wildcats back in this game, Patrick.
Yeah, nice. Just driving right down the middle there. Scooped up that rebound. That came out, kicked out really far there. Yeah, nice low hard shot.
Caitlin Berry came in from the blue line.
Yep.
Far side, scooped it up, shot right through the 5-hole. We are all tied up, Patrick, 1-1.
It's the thing I think we're seeing with this young team. They just don't seem to really get down on themselves. I noticed that again, that Lakeville South game. They went down 2 goals early and came back and won that game 3-2. They're playing a really good opponent tonight, and to see them come right back after that first goal, good to see.
Yeah, folks, their record might not show, but there's a lot of heart in these Eagan skaters. They don't give up. They keep going.
Yeah.
A lot of grit, a lot of persistence. It's nice to see.
Yeah. No, just, again, playing with a certain amount of maturity and a certain amount of composure. I think in past years we might have seen a penalty after that, a little frustration creep into that game quickly, and that's not all we saw there. So.
Yep, in years past too, Patrick, we would have also seen one person trying to take over instead of playing as a team.
Yep.
And this Eagan group plays as a team the entire game.
Yeah, that's the thing I've really noticed. I really hope that grandparents and whomever is at home watching these games, I mean, like you say, the record's not what you want it to be, but the style of play is what you want. And
Absolutely.
That will reap dividends at some point.
You know, the other thing for those of you watching at home, if you can kind of zero in on some of these girls, even after they've been scored on or a face-off or whatever, smiles.
Yeah.
They're smiling. They're having fun, and that's what really we're here for.
Yep.
It's about the fun. It's about the camaraderie with your teammates.
Yep.
And these young ladies are having that. You can see it.
That's a big difference I'm seeing now with this program, I feel like, in general. And you watch, I almost said Lucy again. I got stuck on calling Alice Lucy last week. I blame my daughter, or last game. I blame my daughter for that.
Use the last name, buddy. Use the last name.
That's what she reminded me, and I still kept saying the wrong name. But you watch her reaction after giving up a goal. There's no reaction.
Yeah.
It's just game on. Let's go. Let's get the next one. That's really cool to see, especially on such a young goalie.
Blaine, good back check there by Eagan. Blaine kind of lost the handle on that one. She's got a full head of steam. Hayden Olsen gets this one over to her D partner. They're going to put it back to the far side again, picked off by the Blaine Bengals. Put out front. Just getting that one out there. That's number 27, Britta Anderson. Dumped back in by the Blaine Bengals. Hayden Olsen looking. Rink-wide pass all the way over. Can't get a handle on this one. Is that Umlin? Umlin tries to get that one. Is that 2? Yep, that was Umlin. Ooh, just
almost a little too many on the ice.
Yeah, don't like those.
No, not by the bench there.
Referee helping out Blaine on that one. Kind of got in the way. Glove saves. All leather on that one as we have a stoppage of play at 3:34 in the first period. Blaine Bengals jump up to 10 shots on net. Eagan gets onto the board with 5. All tied up at 1 here in the first period. Murray takes this one from behind her net. Just trying to get it out. Can't quite do it. Uses her skates there a little bit. Love it when these girls use all the equipment. Skates, sticks, gloves, all of it.
All comes in handy.
That's exactly right. They're really trying to force it along that far side. Nice to see they made the move to the near side. Nice move by, that's going to be a slash.
Yeah, made that easy.
Yep.
That's easy call, and you got to rough about 10 feet away.
Yep. Well, when your stick goes flying.
That too.
You know. Yeah, we're going to see a slash here with 3 minutes remaining in the first period. And power play here for your Eagan Wildcats. Let's see what their personnel package is going to be.
Yeah, nice late opportunity in the period.
Looks like Hoopmaker's out there. She's out there with Berg. Looks to be Stokes, Murray, and Robbins. Blaine's able to get a handle on that one. Rims that one all the way around the dasher board. Heads into the near side corner. Blaine puts on pressure. Good pressure by Blaine, bringing 2 girls in. Forcing Murray. Carry it in. Trying to set her up. Aggressive on the penalty kill. Blaine pulling very high. Bringing girls out. That's confidence on a penalty kill. Really forcing Eagan to have to make the move. And that's exactly what happens. They play very high, forcing the girls out. And that's what they wanted to do. You don't see a lot of teams play real high or real aggressive on a penalty kill.
Yeah.
For fear they're just going to get beat.
Someone's going to get around you.
Murray's going to carry this one in again, brings it in on sides. Quick shot. Larson puts that one into the far side corner. And again, Blaine, instead of just giving this one up, she's going to eat some time off the clock by carrying it in. Gives a quick shot. That's off of Whitehead. Puts that into the far side corner. And gets out of the zone. Murray again, trying to set it up, running out of real estate here. Oh. Whitehead handles that one, gives it up to Hayden Olson. 32 seconds left in the penalty here to Blaine. Olson's going to carry this one up. Again, that aggressive stick check and aggressiveness on the penalty kill here. Good shot from the point from Wedward. Blaine's able to come away with this one again and dumps it back down. 13 seconds remaining in that penalty. Wedward's going to take it from behind the net. Again, 2 Blaine players just cutting the angle off right there. That is a well-coached penalty kill right there.
They've worked on that.
Took the angles, kind of loading up that one side, not letting the girl carry it. Yep, that was very well coached.
Nowhere to go, and there's nowhere to pass it at that point.
Again, they're playing so high and so aggressive. Their skaters are just so confident. Again, here comes Blaine. Little backhand there by number 6 for Blaine. Makes it up to the blue line. Dumps it back in. Can't quite make it all the way. And that one's banked out. Blaine's happy to just dump this one back in with 27 seconds. They're going to do a little dump and chase here. Lawrence puts the brakes on, plays back. Berg already had somebody on her, couldn't play it. Uh-oh. A dangerous play behind the net there.
Watch out front.
That one caroms right off to the low circle. That's eaten up by Berg. 7 seconds. Trying to just eat it up. Can't do it. Loses an edge, and they're just going to let this one play out here in the first. We took a little hit there at the end. I think there's going to there's going to be a penalty right at the end.
Yeah, that was
right at the very end.
A little obvious.
I'm going to see what we got here.
Hate to see someone head snap back like that when they get a blade up there.
Yep. I think they're doing a slashing call.
Yeah.
And we'll see who they put up on the board there.
Yeah.
So Eagan's going to start. They're going to have number 6 for Blaine. That is Kira Michael. She's going to start in the sin bin here to start the second period. Eagan will start on a power play. We're all tied up at 1 in the frosty north.
Yeah. Came inside to get warm.
And
usually it's cool
indeed
inside here.
We did, and we got a great game
nice
here tonight.
Toasty.
Toasty, roasty. We will tell you, though, folks, if you've ever been to the Eagan Civic Arena, they never turn on the heating system in here.
You can ask,
see
you
it.
can beg.
It's right here.
It exists.
But we can't. It's never on. We're going to take a little break here, and for those of you at home, take a break as well. We're glad that you're here joining us. But join us again at 15. We have a game, and join us here at the Eagan Civic. Go Cats. Welcome back to the Eagan Civic Arena, ladies and gentlemen, where we're getting ready to get a puck drop for second period. Wildcats have yet to take the ice. Blaine's done a little quick lap there, and they're all set, getting coached up to start on the penalty kill. A lot of water still out there, and that might be why Eagan's still in the locker room. Here they come now. But I don't know if we're going to start right away here, Patrick. There is a lot of water still out there. The corners are real wet.
Yeah, kind of watching Eagan skating through that right now. It's particularly bad to our right, I think.
Yep.
But
referees will take a look here. We'll see what we got.
Yep.
Well, we ended the first period with puck play in Eagan zone, far side corner, and right at the end, number 6 for the Blaine Bengals took a slashing call. Time had expired. Referee called the penalty anyway, and so Eagan starts on the power play here to start the second period. We'll see who they put out for personnel. We had penalty in the first here as well. Blaine did a nice job, very, very active on the power play, very aggressive. We played very high, and they just don't sit back in a regular box formation. They are being aggressive on the power play.
No, really liked how Eagan fought back, though. I mean, they could have, again, hung their heads a little bit. They're playing a team with basically kind of the flip side of their record. We really quickly came back and got that equalizing goal. So that was really nice to see.
Robbins out there with Stokes, along with Murray and Hoopmaker in defensive positions. And it looks to be Berg out there as well for the power play. Penalty kill for Blaine. Number 8, Abby Costa. Number 2, Isabel Brady. She's their captain in defense. Number 12, Gracie Knowles, also a senior captain. And I want to say that's 13 as well.
Yep.
That's Coley Johnson. Those are also the starting lineup, 4 of their starting lineups here for the Blaine Bengals. Stripes checks with both. Puck drops, here we go. Second period is underway. Eagan regroups in their own zone here. Captain to captain, Murray over to Hootmaker. Again, Blaine being very aggressive on the forecheck. Murray carries in, looking to try to set up if she can. She's looking. See, again, there's that aggressive play.
Yep.
Took down that passing lane and then takes the body. You don't see that normally on a penalty kill.
Yep. Pretty confident play there.
Yep, that's hard to play against, even with an extra girl, if you're not used to playing that way.
2 Eagan players out there, and they got one hounding them.
Yep, exactly. So there's some confidence there with Blaine in being able to play a fast game, good skates, but they also are backing each other up.
Yep.
And that's exactly what the Bengals are hoping for, is for you to dump it in and give a chase, and they're not letting you set up the play. Berg in the far side corner is going to try to set up, gets it back to the blue line. It's over to Hoopmaker, quick shot, tip, oh, that does make it through.
Wide.
Larson kicks that one off. Again, here's Robbins trying to set up. Leaves it for Murray. Murray gets it over to Hoopmaker, quick shot. That's just inside pad. Just died and then kind of went back into the far side corner. Hoopmaker gets it over to Murray. Murray, quick shot, that's deflected off a skate. Quick shot. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Again, kick save just died right there in the crease, and Larson covers up here.
Just like that, Eagan with 3 really solid opportunities after Blaine was really keeping them to the outside.
Absolutely. Stoppage of play with 15:25 left, 26 seconds left in that penalty. And we're going to have a puck drop here to the left of Larson. Granis steps in. Wedward holds. We'll play along the boards. Granite. Wedward, quick shot. Oh, that's tipped up into the netting. We'll have a stop and play as well. I think both teams will keep the same personnel out there. Wedward's out there with Granis, Lawrence, Hayden Olson, and Barry. Puck drops in the skates here. Lawrence comes away with Granis, takes it Lawrence looking, gets this one back to Wedward. Gets this one over to Hayden Olson. Shot just to the near side.
Bengals, full strength.
Back to 5-on-5 action here. Playing in. Oh my goodness, that was so many quick. Oh, they closed the whistle. Blew the whistle. Nope.
What's the call?
Net was off the moorings.
That's unfortunate.
Yep, that was a beautiful play though. And it was wide open. And Grandis is like, hey, I could have scored there.
Right.
Although I think that was Hoopmaker who might have taken the shot. I'm not quite sure, but
still, though, really good opportunities for Eagan.
Very much so.
Latter stages of that power play.
Yep. No, the whistle was blown. You could hear it from up here.
Yeah.
Referee waves that off here. We are back to 5-on-5 action. Puck just gets out of the zone here. Giving chase is the Bengals here as Hayden Olson leaves that one to the near side corner. Stokes Banks can't quite get it off, but she's helped out by Robbins. Robbins is going to carry down, but she's hounded on a back check by 16 for the Blaine Bengals. This one caroms all the way around to the far side corner. Playing behind. Stokes is looking. Got 3 dark blue Bengals jerseys back there. And Blaine comes away with it. 1-on-2. 16 for Blaine. Carries into the zone. Trying to set up. Can't quite do it. Robbins just chucks this one out. This one will be icing, but I think the goalie's, she plays it.
Yeah.
Wasn't initially going to.
That Eagan player
oh, my. No penalty called there. Yep. Hoopmaker lost the handle on that one. She wants that one back, and she goes off with change. Nice forecheck there by Wedward. Blaine clears out to the middle. Tips that one up, but that one stepped up by Lawrence. Very nice job by Lawrence to hold the blue line there. Murray's going to carry this one around. Tries to get an outlet pass. Can't quite get it out of the zone there, right in front of the Blaine Bengals bench. A lot of slapping, a lot of hitting that puck. No clean passes here. Barry hard by 13 there. Both battling. Quick shot saved by Larson. Blaine lost the handle of this one. Good forecheck there by Wedward as well. Blaine trying to come out with it. Pagacci can't hold the zone, and this one just gets out. Murray backs her up. Nice little power turn by Murray, keeping it to the near side. She's going to dump and chase. Gets a couple of line changes here for Eagan. Murray's looking. Gets her pocket picked, and here comes Blaine. Lead girl pass. Blaine skates it out. Carrying across. Quick shot glove save by Whitehead, and a stop with 12:31 remainder in the second period. Nice start to the second period.
Yeah, good pace.
Power play for Wildcats, and it was killed by Blaine.
Seems like Blaine had a really big lead there on shots on goal, and that's really pretty much evened up.
Yep, very much so. Berg not able to get this one all the way out and around. Umland just gets this one out, but Blaine plays this one back and forward. Got to get on sides here. Oop.
Yep, hits somebody on the bench there.
Berg hits her own bench there. Coach Potacek covers up. Oh my. Going with a different look over on the bench tonight. Going with the sweaters.
Right. Yeah.
No jackets tonight. That's a whole different look for us.
Yeah, it is a different look.
So
mixing it up.
She and Coach Weber just, Ooh. Blaine just got a hold of that one. Backhand shot goes wide. Umland trying to get this head girl pass here. Gets it out to Danich. Danich quite can't get a handle on it. Blaine's going to bank this one. Danich gets this one up to Umland. Umland backhands in. She'll go off on a change. Blaine resetting low in the zone. Good forecheck there. That one gets picked off. Continue the play, still battling. Nice blocker save there by Larson. as that was kicked in from the defensive point here. Another quick shot by Berg. Larson paddles that one to the far side corner. This one comes around. Stokes is there. She gets bodied off the puck. Oh, she comes away with a little spin move.
Gets away from
Still
two
has
players.
it. And then gets ridden hard off of the puck and loses her stick. Still battling down there.
Nice effort, though.
I love that. Got a good game here, Patrick. 1-1 tie, second period. Shots on net, 13 for Blaine, 12 for Eagan. You can't ask for much more on a Friday night.
No. People at home, as I said last game too, you're getting your money's worth. What you're paying to watch this game from home, which I hope is nothing, because it should be free.
A few shout-outs. So I know we've got some folks watching from up north in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Shout out to them. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. Got a few grandparents down in Arizona watching here for cheering for their Wildcat granddaughters. So
Nice.
Thanks for watching here tonight. I know we've also got some families in Iowa who aunts and uncles are watching, granddaughters and nieces here down in Iowa. So thank you for tuning in tonight and cheering on our Wildcat gals.
I bet those Arizona grandparents are outside on a patio watching it.
Well,
I would not do this evening here.
You're dreaming. You're dreaming.
Yeah.
Eagan holding the zone here. Hayden Olsen, quick shot. That one caroms off his skate, bounces high over, and number 16 for Blaine's going to give chase. This one gets all the way up to Stokes, though. That was an outlet pass by Hayden Olsen. Nice look. Murray, she gets taken down. Yep, that's an easy one to call. Both referees had their hands up immediately. And I want to say, is that number 16?
I think so.
Or was that number 9?
No.
Nope, number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3, Sierra Leeden. She is a center. She's a senior forward, and she'll go off.
Yep.
2 minutes for a hooking.
Both refs and several parents made that call.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, when both refs immediately have their hands up, you know it's a pretty obvious call here.
You can't complain. You can't argue.
Yep. Power play opportunity here. 9:50 left to play in the second period.
Again, I feel like we're seeing whoever Eagan plays with more penalties than Eagan, which is good. I mean, you're getting these opportunities, and really, so far, Eagan has had the better of the play. They've had some really nice opportunities so far.
Here comes another opportunity here as Hayden Olsen skates in. She's just got a nice, easy stride.
Yeah.
She doesn't ever look real labored.
Nope.
I love that about Hayden. She just, easy does it.
But a good skater.
Absolutely.
Really solid skater.
Yep.
Nice stride.
Yep, good confidence.
Yep.
Speaking of Hayden, she's going to pinch the zone here and continue. Looking around, trying to set it up. Gets it thrown to Lawrence. Lawrence up to Wedward. Wedward's got a killer of a shot here. I'd like to see her be able to just capitalize on that one. Ooh, that one gets picked off by a Blaine Bengal.
Oh, nice.
Olsen tried to keep it in. Did initially, got some help there. And this one just is chipped up and out, and Lawrence is going to have to give chase. A couple of girls from Blaine are going to go off. Get some fresh legs here. Here comes Lawrence. And she just lost the handle there. Can't afford to do that. And Blaine's playing so aggressive. Yeah, that's crazy aggressive. Mm-hmm. And that's their senior captain there, number 2. That is Isabella Brady. Again, that's the D3 sign for she has committed to St. Kate's here. Is what I learned here before the game.
Good for her. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Continue her career. That's awesome.
Yep, absolutely. A couple of girls here have committed for the Blaine Bengals. Number 2, that Isabella Brady, I was just talking about St. Kate's. And then number 12, Grayson Knowles, also a captain, senior forward, and she's committed to UW River Falls here for next fall.
Oh, that's great.
Quick shot. Oh, that was a beautiful. That was a pop
there.
off a pad. Couldn't get the rebound, though. Blaine was right there to nullify that.
Again, Eagan with all the quality opportunities this period.
Here's Hoopmaker over to Murray. Murray's also got a really nice shot.
Sneaky.
Back to 5-on-5 action as Bengals are out of the box. This one to Murray. Ooh, that was a nice tip. Oh,
I like the idea
that was
there.
a nice tip.
Well timed.
Wow.
Kind of sneaking around the post there and tried to tip that in. That would have been nice.
Yep, that was literally Stokes put a little shaft of her stick on that one. Got right down onto the pad there of Larson.
Yep.
7:44 left here to play in the second period. Grandis is going to step in here. Wins the face-off to the board. Barry's going to play that one around. Grandis is looking. Gets this one over to Murray. Over to Grandis. And again, it's 5-on-5 action, but all of a sudden,
not looking like
Blaine stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yep.
Like the battle there. Like the battle. Larson just shoved her skate up against that post and said, no, not today.
I feel like that's something we've said to the girls when they were younger, that they're not skating. Really not moving their feet this period.
They really aren't. That initial penalty kill for Blaine, they were moving and aggressive. But we're not quite seeing this for these couple of shifts here. Yeah, very laid back. I'm like, that's not the play we've been seeing.
That's not what we've seen for the majority of this game.
Murray plays this one all the way around. It's over to Wedward. Wedward tries to chip this one up and out. Can't quite do it. And Blaine dumps this one back in behind Whitehead. Play to the near side. Berg picked the pocket and just popped that one out here. Near side to far side, and Blaine's going to dump this one in. Going in is Murray. Murray plays a lot of minutes here for the Wildcats. That one just gets out past the Bengal skater. Wedward trying to forecheck, but again, this one gets dumped all the way back in. Couple of blue sweaters, couple of gray sweaters there, battling on the near side. Can't quite get it away. Coming away with it is Blaine. Quick shot, pad save, put over into the far side corner. Good physical play behind the net here. Gets stuck in the referee's skates. Blaine trying to skate it out with a little backhand there. Eagan's battling this entire time, putting a stick on a stick and a skate on a skate. They're going to call this as icing and bring this one back down.
Good idea, relieve that pressure. I feel like that's the first sustained amount of time that Blaine has had down at that end of the ice the entire period.
Blaine with a 10-5-1 overall record, 4-2 in their conference play. They are coming in with their last game win against Minneapolis. Eagan also coming in with their win against last game as they played the Doug Woog tournament over there at the Woog Arena over holiday break. Had a tough couple of outings to start that tournament, but they came up with a win to end. That's always how you like to finish.
Yep.
As you head back into conference and seasonal play here. Playing the far side. A lot of dark blue sweaters over there. Quick shot, goes wide. Blaine able to hold the zone, but coming right out with this hoot maker. 2-on-1 with the back check. She tries to just get that one over, can't quite do it. Tries to get her own rebound.
Nice effort.
Stokes trying to dig this one out of the skates of the referee. We call that an extra Blaine skater when that happens. Puck comes back around. It's behind the net of Larson. Looking for an outlet, and does. Blaine just backhands this one in. We're going to get a 4-girl change here as Eagan tries to get this one out of the zone. Stokes head girl passes that one over to Cron. Cron breaks it up. Stokes is right there. Oh, she just loses the handle on it. Cron overskates it, but here comes Blaine. 3-on-2. Cron back checking. Little backhand there, goes all the way around to the near side corner. Again, Blaine just hoping to center, goes right through the crease. Again, Blaine dumps this one in. We can't get much more of an even game from those of you watching at home.
No,
It's just been back and forth this entire time. You're kind of waiting for what's going to happen here. Coming out here. Larson plays that behind her own net, giving chases Umlin. She's out there with Allie Schwark and Barry. Lawrence doesn't have to hold her. Oh, right there. I was going to say, Lawrence didn't have to hold the blue line, as again the referee kind of got in the way there, and we were able to take a quick turn and a shot and a stoppage of play. 3:14 left to play in the second period, all tied up with 1. Wildcats with 18 shots here, totaling into the second period, 16 for the Blaine Bengals. Hootmaker's going to step in there against number 14. That's McKenna Jacobson for Blaine.
Oh, skip through everybody there.
Yeah, Lawrence was able to that
that's
one kind of butterfly all the way through, and that just hopped over Robin's stick. And out comes the other. Oh, we're going to have a penalty. I think we're going to get a slash on that one. Yeah, number 6, Kira Michael. She is speedy, and she was on her way, and we're going to take a slashing here, I think, from.
Stick down around the skates.
Oh, they're saying hooking. I thought she whacked the stick.
That's what I thought.
Okay, we'll give her a hook.
All right, 2 minutes is 2 minutes.
I was just going to say, 2 is 2, no matter how you divide it.
Yeah.
It's still 2.
That's correct.
Actually, it's not true. It'd be
Well,
1.
I know what
It'd be 1.
I know what you're going for. Yeah.
I was going to see if you catch me on my math.
I wasn't going to correct you. I wasn't that interested. It's all right.
Never mind. Blaine setting up. Quick shot glove save by Whitehead. Just calm, cool, and collected back there.
Yep.
Minor penalty has been assessed against Eagan and Bootmaker. 2 minutes for hooking at 14:05 in the second period.
Barry's going to take this one. She's going to face off against number 13, Coldy Johnson. Blaine sets up here. Ooh, that was an opportunity there. That's captain to captain. That went from Gracie Knowles to number 2, Brady. Again, cycling here for Blaine. Looking. Again, getting it to Brady. Brady, nice little nutmeg there. Bringing it back. Brady's just quick shot. Oh, and a save.
Not nearly as aggressive of a kill by Eagan. They're still playing back a little bit.
Yep. We're going to bring this one here to a face-off to the left side of Lucy Whitehead.
Or Alice.
Oh,
I got you.
I did it too, didn't I?
Yeah, it's that curse of
I
really
haven't called her
Isley.
Lucy all year.
I know. See?
Whitehead.
Just there you go. Just last name, sir.
Just last name. I would agree. I would agree.
Learned that lesson.
Oh, back door there. Quick shot.
Oh, off the shoulder.
And I think that hit the pipe too, Patrick.
I think so.
Nice job there by Whitehead covering that corner. Again, Blaine gets some confidence.
Oh, boy.
Can't get all the way through. Blaine really compacting. Oh, that was a nice play.
It's a race for the
Beautiful job by Granis to get that one all the way down.
Yep.
43 seconds left, still in the penalty to Hootmaker. Granis doing her job, though, playing very aggressive forecheck, keeping Blaine forced very deep in their zone.
Yep, killing some big seconds off the clock.
Blaine captain, bringing it in. Oh, they're going to call here. I think some interference, perhaps. Yep, a little interference.
The Blaine number 3, I believe.
I don't know how they're going to play this one. I think it's on us.
Oh, my bad.
Maybe not. No, they are going to call it. I wasn't sure because, again, to me it looked incidental that they just ran into each other.
But I noticed the ref motioning to the Blaine player. So.
Yep, Sierra Ladine, she's the senior captain forward. She's going to go off. Got a little interference. We're going to bring this one for a face-off all the way down to the right side of Larson in the Blaine zone.
Minor penalty has been assessed against Blaine's Sierra Ladine. 2 minutes for interference.
Going to play some 4-on-4 hockey here for 26 seconds. 1:21 left. Shots have jumped up to 20 and 21 respectively for Eagan and Stripes drops the puck. Puck plays back. Robbins gives chase here. Again, 4-on-4 hockey. We got a girl apiece in the box. Lead girl pass here. Blaine skates this one in. She's looking for a little drop pass. Quick shot save by Whitehead, right in the breadbasket.
Nice idea with that drop pass, though.
That was
pretty.
That was really nice. Yeah, that set up a really nice shot there by Blaine.
That's smart. Bring that defensive player with you and drop it back to an open teammate.
Absolutely. Get a little personnel change here for Eagan. 1:05 here remaining in the second period. Chip out, giving chase is Stokes.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Minute remaining in the second. Stokes runs right into the net there, and Larson.
Wildcats, full strength.
Oh, again, I think
That's
they
off.
saw the net come off
Oh,
right. Yeah, right as Hootmaker was rounding around to take a shot.
Yeah, the possession of the puck down low like that, you don't like to see that.
Absolutely. Technically, it should be out of the zone because we ran into it, but they also should have reset it when play was done initially.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Little personnel change there for Blaine. We're going to need one more skater. Nope, I'm sorry. They're on the penalty kill for another 1 minute 33.
Yep.
Stokes gets this one in. 48 seconds remaining, a minute 26 in that penalty. Hoopmaker getting caught up on the boards. Murray comes away with it. Looking for a quick shot. That one's up and out of play here. Oh, that even hits off the
The scoreboard there.
scoreboard.
You don't see that
for it.
often.
No,
That should be bonus points.
I think so.
Yeah. Huh.
37.1 seconds here. Face-off's going to be to the right of Larson. Grayson Knowles is going to take this one, and Hoopmaker for Eagan. Puck's kind of bouncing around. Hoopmaker's got to take a shot here, 29 seconds. Another trying to set something up, don't have a ton of time. That's number 2, Isabella Brady, also seeing a lot of minutes tonight for Blaine. Good physical player. Quick shot, that one gets all the way through. Larson kicks that one to the near side corner. Robbins for Eagan, picks it up. She's looking, run out of time. She's got to have set up for a shot here. That one just gets picked off.
Out of the zone. That's unfortunate.
Dangerous. And we're going to run out of time here. That buzzer sounds, ending 2 periods in the books, Patrick.
Nice period, though.
Oh, it was
Again,
really nice. Both
evenly
teams played
matched.
very well.
Yeah, I mean, you look at these records coming in, you're like, okay, it might be a bit of a mismatch on paper. That's why we don't play it on paper. We play it on the ice.
So for those of you at home, a little recap here. 2 periods in the book. It's a 1-1 tie. Eagan will start on the power play, starting the third period. We have 21 shots for your Wildcats, 22 shots for the Bengals. This game could not be any closer, any tighter here. So what we want you to do, take about 15 minutes, go to the fridge.
Oh, I'd go to the fridge, right? Yeah.
Do that first,
we
absolutely.
We can't, so
Absolutely.
please do it.
Stretch your legs, get ready to go. But come back, be ready to cheer for those Eagan Wildcats because we have a great game going on here. And you know what? It's cold out. There's nothing else to do.
You might as well sit on the couch and, I don't know, sit by the fire.
I
Maybe
love that.
don't hit the eggnog. That should be done by now.
That should be done by now. So, ladies and gentlemen, take 15. Join us. We'll be back. Go Cats. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Eagan Civic Arena. We're ready to go for a third period, waiting for the ice to just firm up a little bit here as the girls are taking their warm-up laps around.
Working on the backstroke.
Working on the backstroke a little bit. We joke, but it's always been kind of a thing in Eagan where we put a lot of water down and it takes a little bit longer for us to set up. We have a little geothermal system here, getting the ice hardened up every time. But with that adds a little bit extra time for the girls to skate around, get the legs and the jitters out again and get them ready to go. 21 shots on that board for Eagan Wildcats, 22 for the Blaine Bengals. And 1-1 tie, that's the biggest one. On the break here, Patrick and I were talking, and it's such a close game that we're kind of prophetically, the next goal may take this because it has been so close.
It's got that vibe to it.
It does have that vibe tonight.
The goal, it's evenly matched as far as shots. The goalies are really performing well.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to wonder if there's, if it's going to be a power play or something like that, or I don't know. Curious to see if both teams play a little tight this period, not wanting to make a mistake.
Eagan starts on the power play here. 40 seconds left to go in that penalty against Sierra Ledeen. Looks like they've got Isabel Brady out there with Grayson Knowles. Looks to be Coley Johnson and number 8, Abby Costa. That's a starting lineup, and that's also their number 1 line here for penalty kill. Out there for your Wildcats, you've got Robbins, Stokes, Berg, Bootmaker, and Murray. Blaine dumps this one all the way down into the Eagan zone. Played with the high stick here, so we get a little stoppage of play. Got to see where they put this one. I think this one's going to go, to the right of Whitehead. Played with the high stick by one of the Wildcat skaters. Robbins going to step in. Blaine wins the faceoff here. And here comes your Wildcats. Robbins has a full head of steam. She's looking, wants to set up. Ridden off very well, playing the body there, is that number 12, Grayson Knowles. Again, aggressive play here on the penalty kill for the Blaine Bengals. Hootmaker, nice shot. That one's tipped wide. Back to 5-on-5 action here as number 3, Sierra Ledeen, steps out of the box there. Here comes the Bengals. 2-on-2 with a nice back check from Hootmaker. Berg really stepped up on Ledeen there.
Not letting her through.
Nope, didn't let her through. Excuse me, that was Coley Johnson. Coming back the other way is Murray. She's all alone there by herself.
Call offsides there.
I don't know how you call offsides when you're the only skater.
She's the only skater. I'm not sure who would have been offsides, but I don't know if they're thinking the puck got behind her or something.
Maybe. She had to kick it back forward, maybe.
Yeah, I think she got a little hung up there. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Eagan dumps the puck in. Little bank pass here. And here come the Bengals. 2-on-1. Nice back check there, and holding up her end of the bargain is Wedward, helping out the defense. Good job for her.
Tied up her player really well there.
Puck just makes it out of the zone here. Coming is Wedward. She gets ridden off the play. Coming over is Barry. She centers it through. Nobody home. Ooh, all the way out to Olsen. Quick shot up and over, glove saved by Larson.
Love how she skated that in, though. She didn't take that shot from way out. She knew she had no one around her, took a few extra strides. So
absolutely.
Good thinking there.
Granis is going to take this face off. She's out there with Wedward and Barry. Olsen and Lawrence at the blue line. Lawrence dumps this one in. Careens all the way back around here to the near side. Battling in the corner. Granis and Wedward. Bengals come away with it. Chip this one forward and able to skate it out. Number 6 for the Bengals, Kira Michael, skates it in, then just dumps it into the far side corner. Battling in that far side corner. Olsen ties up her girl. Puck still comes out. Lawrence is there to help. Backhand pass to Wedward. Good pinch there by number 2, Isabella Brady there. Puck just comes in on Whitehead and she covers up. 14:25 left to play here in the third period. Shots on net, all tied up at 23. Cron. She took that. Murray didn't get a lot of mustard on that one there.
Nope.
Murray ends up with it. She's going to skate this one up here. Looking quick shot. Larson paddle save, puts that one into the far side corner. Coming around with it. It's number 2, Brady. Gets this one up to her teammate. Heads back to Brady, and Brady's able to put this one into the corner. Whitehead wisely just puts a glove over the top. Here we get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, I don't think she wanted to kick that out. The number 6 with Blaine was kind of bearing down on her. That's just smart. Played safe.
We'll get some personnel changes on both teams here to match up. Hoopmaker coming out to take the face-off there against number 12, Grayson Knowles. Coming out is Stokes. Stokes has really upped her game over the last couple of games that we've called here. Patrick has done a really nice job.
Now we're seeing a lot of younger players get some significant ice time, and they're really
I'm noticing that as well.
They're really rising to the challenge, which is great to see.
And Coach Potacek is given some really good playing time.
Oh, that's a nice
up and over. Again, Blaine just kind of flying through, but Eagan going stride for stride with them. Boxing match, blow for blow, just every single shot for shot. Just that was a very good example. Great save for save, whatever analogy, whatever sport. Girls are just battling evenly.
Yep, love to see it. Looks like this got tipped. They're going to wave off icing.
Yep, waved it off. Blaine comes out, long outlet pass. That's Anderson right there, Britta Anderson stepping up to take that passing lane away.
Just trying along the boards there.
Trying to play it off right in front of the Blaine bench. Comes away with it, dumps it in. Right off the skate there of Anderson and back behind the net there for Larson. Here comes Blaine again. Good back check there. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
The initial save by Whitehead, but oh my goodness.
That didn't look good.
No.
Here to call icing here.
I thought that Blaine Bengal was going to get her own rebound and,
that's
and
exactly
just put
what I
that
saw.
one into the net.
Yeah, that's the exact same thing I was thinking there. Just charging down on that and following herself up, not going for a skate around it.
So tonight you've seen some players off the Bengals there who have really been stepping up. Number 13, Johnson, is one of their leading scorers overall. She has 21 points on the season. Knowles, we've called her number quite a few times. That's number 12 for the Blaine Bengals, and she has 19 points overall for the season. And Costa, we've called her number 8 tonight, and she has 17 points on the season.
I think she has an assist tonight, I believe.
I think so, yep.
Really nice point totals, though.
And again, those girls have seen a lot of ice time for the Blaine Bengals tonight. We've called their number quite a few times. They've done a nice job, and you can see why they battle, they muscle, and they've got points to show for it here.
Yeah, you see why they have the numbers they have, that's for sure.
Yep. On the opposite side here for our Wildcats, that's offsides. Again, captain number 16, Murray, really stepping up here as of late, and she's our leading scorer with 8 points overall. Shouldn't say scorer, point getter overall. Robbins comes in at 8 as well, and then Barry, our number 8, comes in with 7.
Yeah, I think the thing with Murray is she's always been a really good skater. She's really developed a sneaky little shot.
Heads up.
Oh, souvenir time.
Yeah.
Usually see it in the stands over on our side very often.
You don't normally get the puck into the stands here at the Eagan Civic.
No, you don't.
We'll bring this one into the Blaine zone. Get a face-off here. That puck just comes out. Lawrence is there. She's going to circle around, dump that puck in. Umlin there to keep it in. Lawrence, quick shot. That one just goes onto the near side of Larson. Pinching in, Hayden Olsen. A physical play in the near side corner. Again, Lawrence keeping that puck in.
Oh.
Ooh, that's redirected. Oh, we're going to have a penalty. That's going to be a cross check.
Ran her over.
Yep, that's going to be a cross check. That's pretty blatant.
Yep.
Yep, there it is. Right across
Again,
the Eagan logo. Put her on her back. The ref was right there. Arm
right
went up.
in the corner. When you do it right in front of the ref, there's
Yep.
not. You can't really do a whole lot of arguing there.
Yep, absolutely.
But again, it's another game where we're seeing Eagan keeping their composure and other teams kind of running around a tad bit. Good to see Eagan keeping those penalty numbers down.
Absolutely. Egan's done a nice job this year, Patrick. I appreciate the stats that you bring in when we start talking penalties a little bit.
Well, I feel a need to kind of acknowledge how that's gotten better because last year it was not so good.
Well,
so to see this growth,
absolutely.
Well, I didn't see what happened here.
And I think we could even say the last 3 years haven't been good.
Going back further.
Yep, this looks like a knee.
That's I'm guessing too.
I didn't see.
I was talking with you and watching the play, and I think it kind of happened after a pass, but I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't look good right away.
Yep, she's in pain. You can tell she's in pain. That is number 2. That is Isabella Brady, and it looks like a knee.
Yep.
The way she's holding it like that.
Yeah.
I hope she's okay.
Kind of hoping to see her get up here, but taking a minute.
I didn't see an arm go up from referee. I didn't see that there was a penalty.
No.
We'll have to get this kind of hashed out. Again, we're hoping she's okay and she can get up on her own power here. You never want to see any injury of any player in any team.
No.
That's not part of our game. So.
Yeah, I mean, injury is an injury. You feel like that there isn't a penalty called on that. So obviously some incidental situation here, but.
Yep. Exactly.
Hoping she can get up on her own here.
Currently on the board, we've got a minute 43 on the power play here for Eagan Wildcats. As number 23, currently in the box, Olive Heugel is in. 1-1 tie, 10:24 remaining in the third, and it's as even as it can be at even. So we're going to see what we're looking at for personnel that Eagan chooses to put out there for their power play. They've kind of been going tonight with Hootmaker back there with Murray holding the blue line, and they get Stokes out there with either Berg. Also, we've kind of seen Robbins out there as well helping out. Oh, yeah, she's up.
Yeah, getting some help from her teammates
Getting
there.
a little help there. Just hopefully that's just as a precaution.
Yep.
She's played a really good game tonight, number 2, Isabella Brady, for the Blaine Bengals. So, again, wishing her our best here from up here in the rafters of the Civic Arena.
Couldn't see what leg she was favoring there. I don't know if you could.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I think they're going to walk her off the bench and take a look.
Again, we wish her the best and hope she is going to be okay.
Absolutely.
Play resumes here. Eagan is on the power play. Trying to set up. Quick shot up and over. That one's actually batted out of the air. Get another good physical play there by Blaine. That's number 22. Haven't called her number much tonight. Number 22 for Blaine. Hoopmaker puts this one over to Murray. Again, look at that aggressive play coming all the way out to the blue line.
Oh,
quick shots, quick shots. Oh, and a quick glove. Larson just quick covered up.
2 or 3 quick shots in a row there.
Larson was in a very good position there, the Blaine goalie, taking good 2-3 shots. Covered up on each one, got a glove on the last one. We'll have a face-off here to the right of Amanda Larson. Blaine kind of changes up a couple girls here. Again, Murray's looking. Gets this one all the way over to Robbins. Gets it back over to Murray. Quick shot, snapshot goes.
Oh, where is it?
Where is it?
Offside
Where is
of
it? Ref sees it. Still live puck. Now they blow the whistle. Again, he was in a good position. You could tell he was seeing it.
He was holding off.
Yep.
So from our position, it looks like it's covered, but clearly he's got a much better viewpoint than we have.
You know, I just love it when we've got a parent behind there who thinks he has a better view than the referee. He's holding his hands up.
On
I'm
the
like,
ice looking down at it.
Yeah, it's like, dude, seriously.
Yeah.
The ref is right there.
Yep.
It's going to be okay.
You'll be all right.
Stepping in there, Robbins, playing it back to Murray. Murray's just got to play this one over to Robbins. Again, I'm loving this power play that we're having these girls being set up very well. And Patrick, we didn't see that to start the season.
No, we did not. We've seen a lot of growth in the half the season here.
Very much. The growth is amazing. And the team play, right off the shin guard. That was right off the shin guard of number 3, Sierra Ledeen.
Yep.
Here's Murray coming back the other way. Ledeen giving good firm back check. Shot was again deflected. Hoopmaker. Now it's back to 5-on-5. Maybe a chance for one more. This should be an icing unless Whitehead has to play it. She does, so she covers up. 8:31 left to play. 8:30 left to play. Still a 1-1 tie. Face off to the right of Whitehead. Stepping in there is Granis. Helping her out is Lawrence. Granis is going to skate this one around her own net. Gets it up to Wedward. Wedward looking. Tries to get a rink-wide pass. That passing lane was shut down by number 6, Michael, for Blaine. Hayden Olsen puts the brakes on. Tries to play back to her partner. Goes back to the other way. Gets this one up to Barry. Barry chips out.
Nice.
Michael is there. Little rink-wide pass. Nice passing there by Blaine. Girls lost sight of the puck, and that's just dumped in. Whitehead's going to cover up wisely. You know, I think she's been told tonight to cover up just because of the speed of Blaine can be there within a stride. So instead of taking a chance of a girl, she's playing it into the corner.
Yeah, you often see them just kind of kick it out and play it to their defensive person back there with them. But, yeah, Blaine's just bearing down so quick on her.
Blaine wins that face-off. Cycling. Looking for an opportunity. Again, nice quick shot. That hits traffic. Ooh, Stokes was there to help it out. Thank goodness for that. Again, there's just been a stick on a stick tonight just at the right time. Shutting off some opportunities that Blaine has had. Here comes Murray. Icing's waved off. She's going to drop pass there for Lawrence. Lawrence is going to get this one up to Stokes. Stokes plays this one up off the board to Robbins. Robbins is there by herself, though. Curls in. Robbins there. Oh, just can't pull the handle enough, and that shot goes wide. Blaine hard bank, but Murray's able to save it. Again, off a shin guard. It's twice tonight that Murray's been denied the shot off a girl shin guard. Bank in. Robbins is there. Ooh, just takes a little bit of a hip off that one. Steps in. Who is that? Is that Sarah Cron? That is Cron. Nice pass by Cron. Gets that one over to Pogachnik. And a glove save by Larson. Nice play. And we're seeing some third-line girls with some nice play tonight.
Yeah, late in the third period of a tie game. That's good to see. They're kind of keeping an eye on the side of the arena here where Brady went off. She seems to be in better spirits.
Yep.
I think I'm seeing an ice pack over there, but
I think she's done for the night, though.
Yeah, talking to trainers, though. She looks like she's a lot better off than she was a few moments ago, so that's good to see.
Cron dumps this one in. She's out there with Danich and Umlin. Again, every time these girls are out for their shift, they give 110%.
Yep.
And I'm just their growth as well, Patrick, is so fantastic. The confidence that we're seeing in these young ladies.
Oh, fun to watch. Yeah, absolutely.
Murray's there with Pogachnik. She dumps this one in. She's going to have to give chase there as we're getting some girls who are going off on a change. Play behind the net here. 5:40 remaining in the third. Oh, nice centering pass. Couldn't put a handle on that one. Pogachnik's able to hold the zone, though. Gets caught up in some skates. Battle in that near side corner. Just dumps that on net. Nobody home. Quick shot again. Anderson couldn't quite get a clean shot, and that goes off a shin guard. Bringing this one in is Pogachnik. Quick shot. Ooh! It was going wide, but Larson wisely gloves that one, and we'll get a stop of play here at 5:08 remaining in the third. Eagan Wildcats up to 30 shots, Patrick. We have not seen that at all this season.
Nope, that's not been a regular thing for a
Wow,
while. So
good for them.
A lot of opportunities here. Quality chances.
Blaine wins this face-off, playing behind the net. Eagan shutting off that lane, not letting him break out. Again, who's going to get the bounce, Patrick? Who's going to get the right person at the right time with just the right bounce here?
Yeah. We're getting down to that time where, again, next one's one's probably going to do it.
Who gets the deflection? Who gets just that
greasy goal?
Little bit greasy goal? Exactly right.
Yeah.
Larson kicks this one up and out. I think that one went in the netting, but
I don't think
he
he
didn't call it.
No.
It went up over the ref's head.
Yep.
Battling there is Barry. Look at the grit and persistence these girls have here tonight, Patrick.
Yep. Pretty much any shot on goal at this juncture is going to be
Anderson's
a good shot on
there
goal.
it is. Anderson has two of her and two Blaine girls taking a 2-on-1.
Oh, picked it back out.
Look at that right there. Picked off by Stokes. No, I'm sorry, that's Granis.
Yep.
Granis looking, no angle shot.
Sneaky shot.
She's still battling.
Got some effort.
That was great.
That is really great to see.
Murray's looking. Nice little stick handling move by Murray. She's got one skater with her. Robbins is in the slot.
Oh.
She can't get to it. She plays this one back to Hayden Olson. Olson's looking. She'll wisely just dump in. Blaine's on a change. Blaine's struggling getting this one out of their zone. Nice turnaround shot there by Stokes. Just went wide. Good back check there by Robbins, keeping Blaine honest. Again, Blaine dumps this one in. Olson cuts it off so it won't go deep in the zone. That goes off a shin pad. Here comes Robbins. She has Stokes. Oh, Stokes just couldn't drag the toe.
Tried really
Oh,
hard.
she tried so hard to put the brakes on,
Yep.
couldn't do it. Oh, my goodness. The back in the fourth, Patrick, the back in the fourth.
Really good game.
3:05 left to play in regulation here, the third period. Eagan jumps up to 34 shots, Blaine at 26.
That's a hefty number.
You can taste it here, Patrick. Both teams hungry, but Eagan's really stepped up in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just their battles and their play, and they're getting the bounces. They're playing smart hockey.
Yep.
Dumping in, playing hard.
No, again, I feel like, it takes them a little while to get to their game that first period, and ever since then, really, they've played an excellent game.
Nice little poke there. Still able to get a far side shot off. Stokes banks this one out. Blaine's got numbers coming back, though. Far side to near side. Blaine brings it up through neutral. Good back check by Wedward. Riding off number 23 for Blaine. Blaine tries to pick this one off. They're calling it onside. Referee was in a good spot to be able to see it.
Yep.
Wedward tips this one out. Again, Blaine just puts this one in. Murray, nice reverse circle on that one. When she's got time, oh, look at, she's a little separation there. Little shot.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
She had Wedward breaking there in the high slot with her. Tried to hold the zone. Oh, that one just gets out. Pagachnik a little too hot for her to handle. And Barry's going to dump this one in. 1:43 remaining in this third period. Blaine tries to dump it out off the high glass. Can't do it. Here comes Barry. That one goes up and over Larson's head. Pinching in, and we got two. Blaine player coming in. Nice. That was a team effort right there. You had Murray and a back checker with Granis. Granis now on the forecheck here. Blaine's going to try to break it out. She holds it into the zone. 1:13 remaining in regulation of the third period. Blaine can't quite get this one deep. This one's going to be pulled back. Oh, they're going to call this one as icing. I think that went off a Blaine player, but again, they're going to call this as icing and bring this down for a face-off with 57 seconds left. We're going to get this just to the right side of Whitehead.
Whale of a game, though. You know
Both
really,
teams giving
really
all
game.
they have here tonight. It's so nice to see
Really fun
these
to watch.
evenly matched games.
Yep.
Centering pass a little bit too much. Blaine couldn't hold the zone. Giving chase is Stokes. She's there. She's got an option. She's going to get a trip.
I got the blade down around the skates. I know.
Just right there. Blaine's going to take a tripping penalty here with 39 seconds. That could have some major implications here should we go into overtime, Patrick.
I have not kept track of how many power plays we've had this evening, but we've had some quality ones. We got 5, like quite a few. I got some folks to my left that were shaking their heads, but not too much of an argument. That stick was down around. That stick was down around the skates. And, you know, that bad things happen when you're doing that. This will be a fun 39 seconds.
Blaine's just looking to tie it up, but we've got to get at least one shot off here.
Yep.
Blaine's happy to just tie it up.
So we can't kick this out.
If they can get it out for just one good shot, that's all it takes sometimes. Hootmaker. Oh, that one just went wide. 8 seconds. Murray's looking. She knows the time. They're going to run out of time here in the third. And the buzzer sounds for regulation here. Now, as I said, that implication here, you're starting a whole new game here. We're in overtime.
Yep.
We've got a 1-1 tie. Power play for Eagan as they'll step in here. It has 1:22. We're going to see what personnel each team puts out back onto the ice for the overtime.
Look at those shot totals, though.
That's pretty amazing.
My goodness, they're creeping up on 40.
Yep.
That's not something we see. That in the past has been a 2 or 3 game total.
Very
so
true.
Hats off to these girls, and I think I mentioned last game too. I throw out a lot of kudos to the players, but got to remember the coaches are doing a heck of a job too.
Yep, exactly.
So they're doing the right things, and the kids are listening. So more power to them. That's awesome.
I think this is Coach Potachik's 3rd season.
I believe so.
Is that right?
Yep. So it feels like some things have kind of taken root.
Yep, that's right.
Kids are listening.
Coach Potachik played for Apple Valley. I believe she was a goalie.
Yep.
And personally, I do know her. I've known her since she was a 7th grade kid at
really?
Apple Valley Middle School.
I don't think I knew
when
that
I was there.
Or I didn't recall.
Yep. Nice kid growing up.
Okay.
Did a great job at Apple Valley High School. Again, has done a great job coaching up these girls from our perspective.
Yep.
As we've seen the growth.
Look at the on-ice product. That kind of says it all. Just the way they are carrying themselves when they play is, again, impressive. You weren't seeing this 2 or 3 years ago necessarily.
Yes.
Just the way they're carrying themselves, the penalties, and just the way, not to elaborate too far, but just the way they are when things happen, when things go awry, you're not seeing just they're taking it in stride. They're not taking foolish penalties. A lot of them are not of the physical variety. You're going to get a hooking, you're going to get a trip here and there, but it just feels like they're not running around. They're playing with a bit more purpose, and most importantly, they're playing for each other.
Yep.
You can tell that on the ice.
The other thing that I notice a lot, they're not taking the silly penalties, as we talked about.
Yep.
They're playing a lot more discipline.
Yep.
And with that discipline, I've seen more of they're skating to the puck, not reaching.
Yeah.
They are looking for the outlet pass. They're not trying to do it all by themselves, and it's not a one-girl team.
Yeah.
It's a full roster of 22 girls for their team.
And we've seen that in the past, and you're seeing a lot of trust going into a lot of these younger. They're all young, but the really younger ones.
Yep.
You're seeing a lot of trust and a lot of
absolutely.
They're gaining some incredible experience that's going to only pay dividends as they get older and progress through their high school career. So I think it takes a couple of seasons. I know it's maybe an overused word, but it kind of culture and expectation.
Yep,
and
exactly.
holding people accountable. That's what seems to be happening here. Again, the record may not be where you want it to be, but the on-ice product is leaps and bounds ahead of what it's been.
Yep. You and I know you do stats. You do a great job at it. We don't normally walk through all of the games they've played, but I would really like to see if you have kept. Our stats from the previous games.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we got another penalty, interference.
Oh no.
Who's running the interference on that one?
Uh-oh,
Stokes is going off to even this one off at 4-4.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, that must have been away from the play.
I believe I do have. You're talking about stats from earlier in the season.
Yes, because I guess for the next game that we call, I would love to see how many one-goal games have we lost this year.
Right.
So if you're really looking at the evenness of it all,
yeah.
that one-goal game, know.
Well, I think.
2-minute penalty has been assessed against Eagan's Corey Stokes for interference at 10 seconds in the overtime.
Quick shot. Still there. Quick shot. Oh, my gracious.
That almost snuck through.
Oh.
That was a slow one.
It looked like he was going up and over the pad of Larson.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that could have been maybe something, but not.
Nice quick move there by Blaine. Shot up. That's up and over, and that's out of play here.
Now, I'm pretty sure I do have. I don't think I have everything from previous seasons, but I think I have.
No, I just mean
notes
from this year.
Yeah, notes from this year. I mean, I think back to, was it Apple Valley where we kind of lost a heartbreaker of a game where we were up on them, and I felt like that was a little bit of a turning point. Like they figured out how to close. And this game, outside the fact that it's in overtime, this is very reminiscent of the Lakeville South game.
Okay.
They were playing a veteran team, and they were down too early, and they ended up winning 3-2.
Yeah.
They hung in there.
I'd like to see, though, the conference record of 1-7. I'd like to see how many of those games of losses were. How close was it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
And when we played Apple Valley, you have to give Michaela Moran.
Oh,
that was the Michaela Moran show in the last three goals in the last 2 minutes.
That was one of those where we pull up stats because it's to me it's interesting, and plus it kind of foreshadows what you might see during a game. And her crazy stats that she's had, the incredible career she's had, you knew she was going to do something, and she was really pretty quiet for the first 2 periods, and then boom, hat trick.
Yep, within the last 2 minutes of
the game. It just took for what for whatever reason, hold her at bay and just took over, which is amazing to watch.
Look at that hustle from Hootmaker.
Yep.
She wanted that puck. She was battling for that. Here comes Blaine, outlet pass. Play in the far side corner. Blaine setting up, changing up some personnel here. Cycling. It's a 4-on-4 hockey game right now. Quick. That was a quick shot. Nice save by Whitehead.
No screen. Just saw it right in.
Bengals now at full strength. 48 seconds left in the penalty to Stokes. 6:37 in overtime here. Granis is going to take this face-off. She's going to take the face-off against Coley Johnson. Blaine's got 44 seconds here, power play. We'll see how many shots they can get off here. And we're going to see if Eagan can shut down those shooting lanes and just get the
There you
puck out.
Clear
There's
it.
our first one.
Nice.
That's what they needed to do. That one goes all the way down, forcing Larson to have to play. Giving good forecheck on that one was Granis. Quick shot. Oh, that one goes wide. Blaine trying to set up here, looking for an opportunity. Playing 3 girls high right now. Looking for a shooting lane here. Back to 5-on-5 action. Penalty to Stokes expires. This one gets up to Stokes. She's got an option. She's got a girl with her. She's got somebody with her. No penalty called on that one. If she could have just looked over to her left, she would have seen Barry wide open with nobody on her.
Looked like a pretty clean defensive play, though.
Very much so. Ooh, that was a nice little dipsy-do. Quick stop and save by Whitehead. Yeah, that's where you just sometimes you have eyes in the back of your head. You wish, because boom, Barry was right there
over.
for
That
her.
defensive player's not going to get over there to cover that. So
she had committed to play Stokes on that one. Did a nice job. Stokes just couldn't get enough on that one to get it over to her. And again, another quick stop here. 5:19 in our overtime period here. Hoopmaker wins over. It's played back over by Blaine, though. Trying to hold the blue line, and they do. Ooh, that just gets out. Blaine looking for something here. Ooh, centering pass in, up and over. That one goes into the near side corner. Berg's going to play this one over towards the Zamboni door. Continuing, this one's going out. Still playing it. Robbins is there. Robbins has help. Oh, and that's a kick save over. Again, she took that shot herself. I thought she was going to pass over to Hoopmaker. Hoopmaker was wide open on the back door. Here's Blaine here looking for an outlet. Just going to skate it out. That's number 10, Emmy Lou. Whitehead, Whitehead didn't have any pressure on her, so she went ahead and played that one out. Trying to get it out here, and it does. Off a Blaine player. Wedward's right there. Wedward battling. Quick shot there, and shut down by Larson. 3:58 in overtime. Shots creeping up here. 39 shots for your Wildcats, 30 for the Blaine Bengals.
Each team getting some opportunities. Kind of surprised at the couple of 2-on-1s.
Granis is going to take this face off against number 3, Sierra Ledeen. Pogachnik, quick shot, can't quite get enough mustard on it to get all the way through. It's skated. We got 3-on-2. Carried in cleanly. That's off a shin guard. Ooh, that's just through the crease. Again, a lot of pucks tonight going through the crease, just no connections. Eagan battling, trying to put it up. Barry's there. She's looking. We got a 2-on-2 with the back checker coming the other way. Barry gets physicaled off the puck here. Coming in is Wedward. Barry's looking. Can't quite center. Blaine wants this one out. Pogachnik. Nice little move there just to keep it in and dump it in. She's able to get it back to her players. Barry's there. Centering pass. Nobody home. Again, Pogachnik, that's off a skate, and that gets deflected into the far corner. Here's Barry. These girls are tired, you can tell.
Yep.
Oh, Pogachnik lost it. And just wanting to diffuse, having to have that played all the way back down. Here comes Murray, long outlet pass all the way up to Barry. And again, Blaine just is happy to keep this in neutral. Oh, no. She was on the line.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thought she was literally just on the line, but ref calls her over for an offsides.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. 2:40 left in overtime here. Little bank pass for Blaine. And they're calling that one offsides.
A little choppy.
A little bit. Get a face off on the far side by the Blaine Bengals bench. Nice little poke check here by Hoopmaker. She couldn't get the handle on it though. And that's just dumped in by Robbins. Coming around is Blaine. Nice break up by Stokes. Helping her out is Hoopmaker. Oh, there. Oh, she was trying to do a little give and go. .206. Blaine's being kept very low in the zone. Not able to cleanly break it out. Did make it over. Pogachnik played it. We were offsides. Little breakout here. Blaine's bringing it in. Quick shot, Whitehead save, kicks it over to the near side. Out to the point, looking for an option, just plays that one into the corner. Looking, cycling, looking for an option. Here is number 8, that's Abby Costa. Looking for another option. Abby just doesn't quite know what to do with it. I think they're just all out of gas, doing it the best they can. Here comes Robbins along with Stokes. A lot of stick checks, good back checking on that one. Nice step up there by Berg. She dumps that one in. Giving chase is Granis. Blaine's able to just get this one out. 1 minute remaining here in overtime. Blaine's gonna skate it in. She's got time, she's got space. That hits a skate. That one's just given back to the point. Shot goes wide, ricochets over towards the Zamboni door. Blaine's able to hold it in. 41 seconds. Girls trying to tie it up here. Skating away with it is Granis. She's looking. That bank pass up, that's off of Blaine, so that's gonna not be an icing. Giving chase is Wedward on a forecheck. Keeping Blaine deep into the zone. That's a paddle. Saved by Larson. Murray's able to keep it in. Barry's looking. Nobody home on the opposite side. 13 seconds. That one's going to go all the way down. Ooh, and Whitehead wisely kicks that one, or excuse me, keeps that one. As you had a Blaine Bengal right on the shoulder.
Like all night.
Yep.
Someone's chasing that down.
Right on the shoulder of Lauren Murray. Yep.
Yep, that's just smart.
7.8 seconds. 24 against 12 in the face-off here. Blaine wins it back. Quick shot. Saved by Whitehead.
Big
3.3 seconds left.
That was earmarked for the corner there.
Absolutely. I've appreciated, and I've waited until 3.3 seconds to say this, neither coach has called a timeout. They're letting the girls play.
I like it.
Just let them play.
Yeah, no, I like it. Good point.
Sometimes those timeouts just put too much stress on a team, and they make a poor choice.
Yep, agreed. What a game.
My gracious, my gracious, my gracious.
Seriously.
That is a great high school hockey game.
Yeah, I really hope the folks at home really enjoyed this. Not so much for having to listen to us, but for the game itself. Because, wow.
I appreciated that game, Patrick.
Yeah,
for me, that was
too.
a lot of fun watching these girls. And the maturation that we've seen from the first game until halfway through our season.
Yep.
Wow.
You gave up a goal early, which seems to be a thing.
Yep.
And then you went, a couple, 2.5 periods, whatever, without giving up anything. It's
Absolutely.
That's really nice to see.
Yep. Girls go through the handshake, knuckles to the referees, and say thank you to the coaches. Great job on both teams, both the Blaine Bengals traveling from way Northside Metro here to be skating at the Eagan Civic. We're walking away with a tie game, 1-1 for each team. 39 shots for your Wildcats tonight, which is I think, a season high
That's
for them.
gotta be. I can look that up.
And 34 shots for the Blaine Bengals. Great game tonight. Patrick, when's our next game?
We are up next on January 11th, next Saturday, up
Okay.
against Prior Lake.
Gotcha. Well, I know that these girls play their next game actually tomorrow night versus Apple Valley, in Apple Valley.
Yep.
But we're going to hold the next one for us will be next Saturday against Prior Lake. We'll be here. We hope everybody at home who's watching can join us. And so for Patrick Isley, I'm Joshua Alexander, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all that you do in supporting these gals. Have a great night, and we'll see you in a week. Go Cats.